I find it truly interesting that so many people like to talk about, love, right? Everybody like to say they know what love is, or that you didn't love me, or you didn't do this. The reality is, stop it. You can't tell somebody that they didn't love you. Just because a person doesn't love you the way you want to be loved doesn't mean they didn't love you. Because we all grew up differently. We all learned love differently. And it's just like people who raise their children who think their parents or they know their parents' ways were not the best ways, but they try to raise their own children using their parents' ways. And then when you tell them, just because your mom did it don't mean it's right. It's almost like how we discipline our kids today. In today's environment, the way our parents discipline us, that don't mean it was right the way they did it, beating us with stitching cords and whips and stuff like that. That don't mean it wasn't child abuse. In today's standards, it's child abuse, but back then, it was called tough love or love. It was called good parenting. Today, you'll be catching cases doing stuff like that. But the reality is, just because your parents did it don't mean it's right today. And just because your parents did it this way don't mean it's good now. We have to understand that. We have to understand that in today's climate, you don't know what love is until you experience it. Stop saying that somebody didn't love you because they broke your heart, because they cheated on you, because they lied to you. Did you lie to them? Did they question your love for them? The reality is, I don't question anybody who tell me they love me. At the end of the day, if you tell me you love me, I believe you love me. Now, I believe people can fall in and out of love. And what that means, I could be in love with you and then fall out of being in love with you. But that don't mean I ever stop loving you if I ever loved you. When you tell somebody you in love with them, there's a difference between in love with somebody and loving somebody. Understand that. But in this whole circle of love, stop questioning if somebody loves you, though. Because the truth of the matter is, that person who said they loved you the way they knew how to love you. Does that mean their love is right? No. Does that mean your love is right? No. It takes two people to understand what love is and what type of love the other person needs and meet that love. That's why they talk about these love languages. So understand your mate's love language, and better yet, understand your own love language so that you can be a better person. So that when the next person comes along who wants to date you or be with you, that they can love you the way you need to be loved, and you can explain what type of love you need. Because your love language is gifting and it's not catering and things, then let's just be real. You can't tell somebody, oh, I want to be catered to, but you really like gifts. Two different things. So know what your love language is. Know how you want to be loved, and be able to tell people how you want to be loved. But don't tell nobody they didn't love you because they didn't love you the way you wanted to be loved, because you probably didn't tell them how you wanted to be loved. And truth be told, you probably didn't love them the way they needed to be loved. So understand people's love language and understand how to articulate your own love language so that people can love you properly.